Good afternoon, all. My name is Dr. AHMED HAJARA. I'm going to be taking this course into ENT126, that's Industrial Skills Development. We are going to talk about industrial skill development. What is it all about? How does it relate to um, entrepreneurship students? Well, the introduction, let me talk about the contents first. The contents we have introduction of industrial skill development, types of industrial skill development, importance of industrial skill development, training and development, industrial specific training, certification and accreditation, continuous learning, government and industrial initiatives, benefit for employers, challenges, global perspective, skills development, four ways of skill development, and how to develop a skill. We're going to talk about all this um, in the course of the study. All right, the introduction. Integrating industrial skills development into entrepreneurship studies offers students multifaceted advantage. It equips them with particular knowledge, problem solving abilities, cost management expertise, and technical proficiency crucial for starting and managing business. Furthermore, it fosters motivation, um, quality control, network opportunities, enhancing their competitiveness in various industries. The combinations of business acumen and technical know-how provides a well-rounded foundation for entrepreneurial success, while other making graduates more versatile in the job market, ensuring they are prepared for diverse career paths. All right, that's the introduction. So let's go to the definition. What is industrial skill? What do we mean? What does industrial skill development means? Okay, the definition is said to refer to the process of acquiring and enhancing knowledge, abilities, and competence necessary for success in industrial manufacturing sector. That is, if you are going to the is an industrial skill anyway. So you need to know the know-how of the manufacturing sector. These skills compasses a range of technical, operational, practical proficiencies, including both not limited including but not limited to machinery operatives, safety protocols, problem solving, quality control, and technical expertise. Industrial skill development, programming, industrial skills development programs aim to equip individuals with the practical know-how acquired to excel in various industrial fields, such as manufacturing, production, construction, engineering, and related industry by preparing them to meet the evolving demands of the modern workplace. So that's the definition. It means that it's not, it brings out the competence in you. It makes you know, choose a particular skills or know how about certain skills so that you'll be able to strive in the industrial um, sector. So types of skills. Sorry, the importance of industrial skill development. One, the vital for economic growth. A skilled workforce is essential for the growth and competitiveness of industrial sectors. Adoption of technology. As industries evolve, workers must continuously develop new skills to stay relevant in the workplace. Safety and efficiency. Property trained employees contribute to safer and more efficient industrial operations. We said one, vital for economic growth. When we have skilled people in a particular workplace, it makes the industry go faster because already the people that are working there are skilled people. They know about the 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 company, or they know about the components that is being used in the company. And then when the company is growing, then competition is there. So how are you able to control, or how are you able to manage the competitiveness of the industrial sector? Is because you are in you know about the you are a skilled person. Adaptation of technology. The truth of the matter is this, that the world is evolving, the technology, the industry is evolving, and without technology and industry, it will not work. So you need to have skilled personalities that are technical, they are aware of the technology, they have the skill to control or to manage or to operate whatever technology you have in your venture. Then the safety and efficiency. Proper trained employees can contribute to a safer and safer workplace, and then the efficiency in the industry. It makes it safer for everybody that is there. Types of industrial skills. We have three types of industrial skills: the technical skills, the soft skills, and the managerial skills. When we talk about the technical skills, this encompasses hands-on ability such as operating machines, troubleshooting equipment, and performing maintenance tasks. Technical skills, which means you are you are skilled about technology. You'll be able to operate machineries, you'll be able to repair machineries. You were taught and you've learned, and you are a skilled person. So you know how to operate the machines, you know how to service them, you know how to repair them when they are spoiled, and you know when it's giving a problem. For example, if you are a computer person, you're a computer learner, and you know the intrigues and everything about a computer, and then it starts giving you problem. If you don't know how to operate that computer, you will not be able to repair it. You will not be able to work with it. Everything will be standstill for you. So you have to be trained. You have the skill to operate that computer. You have the skill to repair it when there is problem. You have the skill to maneuver and go wherever you want to go in the computer. That is the technical skills. And then the soft skills, these are communication, these are teamwork, these are problem solving, and time management are crucial for success in any industry. Communication, knowing how to talk to people. You have the ability to be able to explain to people about the companies or the industry, what they do, it's all about, and you'll be able to communicate with your subordinates and make them understand all about the company and their duties. And teamwork, you have this because you are able to communicate. You can work with people no matter how tedious, no matter how less stress the company, the team, the work is. You will be able to work with different sorts of people. You have the ability to bring other skills together. And then problem solving, you are able to, because you are a skilled person, you are trained to know how to solve problem. When a problem comes, you don't have to be hysterical, you don't have to be scared, you don't have to worry. You know how to go about to solve the problem. And then the time management, which is very crucial. You need to work with time. You need to know how fast to work with time so that you have a successful company and the rest. management skills. When we talk about management skills, we talk about leadership, we talk about project management, we talk about decision-making abilities, and essential for supervisory and managerial roles. You have to have the quality of being a leader. What are the qualities of being a leader? You have to be able to lead in the company. You have to be able to allow your other subordinates to come together, to bring in suggestion, to be able to understand the people you are working with, to be able to lead them well, to be able to act, you have to apportion, give every person his responsibility. And when you give the responsibility, you allow them to do the work. They will bring back the work to you and for you to check. Understand with them. If they're wrong, there is a way you talk to them because you have the ability to communicate. You have the ability to tell them this is the right system, this is how to go about the whole thing. And then project management, you have to know the ability, decision making ability. When you are a leader, you have to know how to make decisions. You have to think of the company, you have to think about the people involved, you have to think about everything and know how to manage and make decisions. Supervisory roles is also like a managerial role. You have, when you appoint, when you apportion, when you delegate, you have to supervise. You don't just delegate and then fold your arms and let them do whatever they have to do. You have to go for supervision, knowing that yes, they are doing the right thing, and then putting them through in doing the right thing. Then training and development. We have we have three we have three levels of training and development. They can be more than three. In some books, they are seven. In some books, they are six. In some books, they are five. And in some books, they are three. The training and development, what is that? On the job training, which means you learn. Employees learn through practical experience under the guidance of experienced colleagues. On the job training, that is, when you are on the job and you are taking for seminars, conferences, workshops, you are being taught on how to handle that skill, on how to exhibit, on how to expertise on that skills by your supervisor or your colleagues. Formal education, that is what is formal education? What are we talking about? We're talking about vocational schools, community colleges, universities offer programs tailored to industrial skills development. Vocational schools, initially I remember before there's still vocational school where there's some people that don't have the ability to learn. They have the ability to learn, but they are still learners, but they're very good with their hands. So their parents will take them to vocational schools where they learn how to manufacture chairs, how to make bicycles, how to service cars, how to make machines, how to, build several skills will be learned there. How to build, how to mold cement, how to make paints, how to carpentry, iron welding, all that will be taught because it's a vocational, because that is where you learn how to do that. And you go to community colleges. Community colleges are colleges that are being built in the community where you go there, you learn as you are there. From there, if you have an interest and maybe someone, your teacher or your lecturer notice that you have the ability to do, you are very good in these certain skills, you put you through, you learn and everything. And again, there are universities that offer programs like National State University, KEFI. We have Entrepreneurship Development Center where all skills are being taught. And then from there, you learn you pick a particular skill that you like and you are good with, that you have the passion of, and then gradually before you graduate, you have expertise, you have learned that skills and you're very good in it, and your skills have been developed from there because it takes you 4 years to graduate the university, and then you learn how to you perfect your skill. You can, if you are very good, you can do two skills at the same time. You can do two skills before you you graduate and expertise. And then online learning, that is the e-learning platform. This one is more flexible because you can do it at your leisure, you can do it at home, you can do it in the office, you can do it anywhere because it's online. The moment you have the platform, you go online and you'll be taught how to do things, and then you acquire your skills, and then there are courses, and then afterwards when you graduate, because it's terminal. Yes, of course, it can be 6 months, it can be 3 months, it can be 4 weeks, it can be 1 year. So at the end of the course, you'll be awarded certificates, and you become an expert. The next is industrial specific training. And what is that? There are different sectors in industries. There's the manufacturing, there's constructions, there's health work, and they all have their unique skills requirements. So you have to have a specific skill. If you are in the healthcare sector, you have to have the requirements. I mean, you have to have the skill. And what are the skills? You cannot be, it's not only being a nurse, probably it's not only being a doctor, it's not only in the pharmaceutical, maybe a pharmacist, or you can be, probably you went to school, you read SLT, which is lab technician, a thing course, and you are good, you passed, you have the skill, you work in the lab in the healthcare, or you have there's this record. I was surprised to hear that even School of Health, they teach record keeping, and you're very good at record keeping. You work there, and then there are counselors, there are people that midwives and everything. You can work in the health sector, and then again, if it's manufacturing, what are you manufacturing? You have levels, different levels of manufacturing. What is it? How good are you in your skill? What can you make? What can you produce? What is it you have that you'll be able to that you want to join the manufacturing sector? You can be, probably you're providing spices, you make spices, you buy your product and you change it from make your product, or you manufacture, you are a tailor, you're very good in tailoring. You have to have that unique skills to join a particular industry. And then constructions, what is it? Are you good in design only? Probably you can draw, or you can design, or you are very good at quantitating, or you are very good at constructing, probably blocks, or you can make POP, or you can make tiles, how to lay tiles, or you can paint, you can produce the paint again and then do the painting. You are very good at um, making blocks, interlocks, probably constructing, probably whether you are a welder, welding, or carpentry, all that. You need to have the skills to go to that specific industry. And number two, sorry, I mentioned tailoring in the manufacturing sector, in the defense sector. Yes, and again, tailoring training and industry specific needs ensures relevance and effectiveness. In tailoring, I noticed that there are tailors that they're very good in sewing, and equally they know about their machines, their sewing machines. There are tailors that, apart from sewing, maybe they're doing embroidery. Probably they used to use the hand, and then they were taught how to make embroidery in the small machines. Now there are industrial machines. You have to have the training of like having more than 50, 20, 30 different patterns on the same at the same time on different fabrics, and then you just click, and then it does the embroidery for you, different types, different designs, and everything. You have to have the skills. You have to have gone for the training before you are able to do that. Then the next is certification and accreditation. You see, many industries, number one, many industries value certification. You cannot just come and tell a company that you are very good at a particular skill. You need to show your certificate. You need to make them believe that yes, you can. You have the training, let's see the documentations. So you bring your for example, if it is carpentry, you need to bring your carpentry certificates. If it is welding, you need to bring your welding certificates. Even if the roadside that you learned, and after a while, when they do that freedom that they normally do, they offered certificates to do that. Project management certifications as pools of skills. What, where, how did you, how, what skill and how were you able to certify yourself that you are a certified project manager? You have to go through the skill, the industry. You have to have the skill, you have to have the knowledge and the know-how before you be awarded certificate, and that is your proof to show that you are a very good project manager. Number two, accredited training programs ensure quality and standardization. Not all schools or not all organization or industry will believe you. There must be accreditation. This in a particular, probably in your community, you have um, uh, uh, how would I put it, a group or an organization or that have all types of skills that they have their organizations. For example, as we said, tailoring, right? Or welding or carpentry, even mechanics, you have to have a body that will certify that yes, this person that is handling or this is handling this is recognized by us. We know that he's a very good, he can train people, and then they'll be able to um, forge forward. And then the training programs, it has to be a bigger top management or organization that they have training programs for that. And for you to have that, you need to go through training and ensure quality and standardization, because it's not you cannot just pick someone from the roadside that said he's very good at a certain skill and then you pick him. What standard are you showing? What kind of product are you going to exhibit that people will believe that yes, this person does it match the standard of either the community or either the company itself or the industry that you are working for. Continuous learning. Lifelong learning is crucial as industries evolve due to technology advancements and changing market demands. You have to continue. Your learning process should not just be you've learned after 5 6 years, that is all. What have you done? What did you do to yourself? Did you just remain with that part or that aspect of what you have learned, or you've just decided to forge ahead and to learn more? Because things are technology is forging, it's evolving every day. There are new things. You buy your phone today, by the next time another phone is coming, the same kind of phone, there are features that are not in that phone that are in the new phone. So if you don't know how to operate it, you have to learn. So but likewise, technology in industries, you have to the learning process has to continue. It shouldn't just be stagnant. You should learn every time, because technology it's coming every time in a different form, in a less stress and everything. So you have to be up to date. Employees should be encouraged to update their skills regularly. That is why in organization you notice that there are seminars, conferences, and workshops. It's because for them to be wake up. There are certain things that we learned before that is now obsolete. You have to do more. You have to learn. There are more things that it is advancing and is evolving. We don't want to be left behind. Government and industries initiatives. Government and industry associations often collaborate to promote skills development through funding, grants, and apprenticeship program. There is an industry that does that, or parastatal or government industrial training fund, ITF. That is what they do. They train the trainees. They train every time. They have different types of training programs and development. They train every time they are training people around the globe or around Nigeria, for them not to be stagnant. You have to continue to learn and to diversify. That is why they need government involvement, because they cannot fund it alone. They need funding for government. They need, because by the time they are done with their trainings, their trainees need to be given start off, either in money or whatever they've learned, the skill they've learned. If they've learned tiling, they need to be given the basic equipment or machines. If they learn hairdressing, they need to be given dryer and whatever for them to start. If it is barbing, they need to. If it is welding, what do they need to start off with? If it is carpentry, the tools they need. So they need government support and grants from organizations and non-governmental organizations for them to forge ahead. These initiatives aim to bridge the skills gap and support workforce development. Yes, when there is this initiative, your staff or the people involved are not allowed to be stagnant. They are being pushed to learn more skills or to develop more of the skills they have, to bring out what they have that they didn't know they have. It developed the workforce. Then benefits for employers. You see, when you have, why do you need skilled people? Why do you need people that are skilled? One, when the skilled workers, you have skilled people around you, productivity increases, and then less errors, and then it leads to cost savings. Because one, you have people that are skilled, they know the work, they know about that particular um, work that they are doing. So the productivity will be high and the errors will reduce because they are experts in their field. And then, of course, will smile at the bank afterwards. Then a well-trained workforce can adapt to changing circumstances and technology. Because your staff are always going for training and you have picked a skilled person that is ready to learn and ready to teach. You see, so it makes the work, they adapt any changes that come because they're waiting for the change to come anyway. So anytime the changes come, they'll be ready to work with, and it makes the workforce work, they adapt it very easily. Higher employee satisfaction and retentions, because you have skilled staff, you have skilled employees, they are skilled. So the satisfaction, job satisfaction is there because they do their work diligently and you get the results afterwards. Challenges, of course, in everything you do, there must be challenges. The challenges are costs, because every training can be expensive, both in terms of time and resources. If you are training your people, you need to bring expertise to train, and it costs money. You need to get the place, the location of where you're going to the training, it costs money. You need to get the equipment that they are going to use, it costs money. You need to get the materials used, and where to keep the staff, where to keep the trainers, where to keep the trainees, how to feed them, what to give them afterwards take home. That is the startup, the startup kits. It all costs money. That is one of the challenges that most organizations shy away from: training and training and training. Rapid technology changes. The technology is changing every time. So you have to keep up. You have to keep up. You have to make sure that the organization have skilled people that are keeping up, The moment as the technology is evolving, the knowledge of the staff is also evolving. It can, so that it will not be a challenge to them. Access to training. Not all regions have the equal access to training opportunities. Yes, not all um, factors or sectors have that ability or the access of training. They might not have, apart from the cost, they might not have the access how to go about the training. These are one of the these are the three some of the challenges for skills development. Then we talk about global perspective. Industrial skills development is a good global concern. Why? Because as industries worldwide seeks to remain competitive and meet labor demand markets, they need to develop their skills. They need to develop their skills. They need to have skilled people around them, because if you don't, they go where they will be more appreciated. International cooperation and knowledge sharing are important for addressing global skill changes. Why? How? Why should there be international cooperation? Because when you don't have, if you don't have the capability, as we said in the challenges, that access to training, you don't have the capability, you don't have the access to training, and there are international people that will say, okay, let's go to this company, let's go to the organization, we will train them. The only thing is for them to bring their staff, or so that we'll train them, we'll bring our expertise for them to train them, and then to understand what is happening around the globe, so that all challenges are met. So what we talked about was skills, industrial skills, right? Now we are going to talk about skills development, how you developed your skills. What are the ways and manners that you develop your skills? So now we've defined what skills development is all about. Skill development can be defined, or is the process of acquiring and enhancing the ability, knowledge, and competence necessary for personal and professional growth. Professional growth. It involves learning, practicing, and refining specific skills, which can range from technical skills like programming or carpentry to soft skills like communication, leadership, problem solving. Skills development can occur through formal education, training programs, on-the-job experience, self-study, or a combination of all these methods. It is crucial for individuals' career advancement, adaptability in the workplace, and overall personal development in a changing world. That's what we talk about, skills development. Skills development, as the definition says, is the ability to enhance the ability, the knowledge and competence that the professional has already. There are four ways of skills development. And what are these ways of skills development? There are several, but the most important are this: formal education, on-the-job training, self-directed learning, and workplace and seminars. So let's take the formal education. Formal education. What are formal? We've talked about it in skills, industrial skills, the learning and the training. What are the ability? What is the formal education? It includes schools. You have to go to school. You have to go to colleges. You have to go to universities. You have to go to environment where the skill is being learned, is being taught. So you have to have that formal education, learning about that skill, understanding about that skill before you become an expert in that skill. And on the job training, we talked about it earlier, that is learning while working, where individuals gain skills through practical experiences, mentorship, or apprenticeship. You are on the job, you're already working there. So, and you already have a skill. So the only way that they can perfect you is learning more, taking you for training, that as we said, so that because so that you will not be left behind. Whatever is happening around the world, you are aware. So you go for training and then you learn better. You get equipped and you understand better. Self-directed learning. Engage in independent learning through online courses, books, tutorials, or other resources to acquire new skills. You see, on this, it is yourself, it is you that will now say, okay, I have the skills, right? And I want to learn more. So how do I learn more? I don't have to look for someone to teach me. You go online, you go to Google, click on whatever course, whatever skill you like. There are tutorial pages, how to start from the beginning to the end, how to become an expert. You can read books. If you are not a book person, just go online, click and then have your tutorials, and then you are good to go. Because you need to acquire new skills. You need to polish the old skill you have. You need to do better. You need to know it better. You need to become an expert. To becoming an expert, you need to learn. You need to keep learning, keep knowing, keep teaching yourself, and then that pushes you to become a well-developed, skilled person. And then workshops and seminars. Participating in short-term training sessions, workshops, seminars to acquire skills or knowledge in a focused area. This method can be usually individual or combination to enhance one's skill set. You know, we talked about it earlier. We said in the industrial skills, so like developing your own skills too. You need to go for workshops, seminars, and then conferences. But when you go for, and usually these workshops and trainings, it has limited time, maybe like 3 days, max 5 days. You go for your training, you'll be taught how, and you'll be taught either practically or just talk about your skills, understanding. There will be books, there will be flyers, there will be people you engage with, and you have your network. You talk about your particular interest in your skills, and then by sharing, you learn more. And that is why most organizations, they have that training sessions for their staff and everything. How to develop a new skill. How to develop a new skill. You already have the skill, and then you want to go further. You want to diversify, you want to understand, you want to probably choose another skill. You already know it, but you want something else. The first thing is to choose a skill, right? What is it that you want to learn? What passion? What is it that you have the passion in? What is it that you want to learn? What do you want to you genuinely are interested in, and it's motivating you to pursue it? Because you cannot just stand up and say, oh, my friend is doing makeup, she knows how to do makeup, I want to do makeup. She has a passion, she wants it, there's something that is pushing her, she likes it. He loves tailoring, there's something that is pushing him, that he has that passion. If you don't have the passion, you don't just need to start it, because it will not take you anywhere. So you have to identify, what is it you want? What skill do you want to acquire? Why do you want to acquire it? Is it because you love it, or it's because there are some people that love to cook? Why do they love to cook? Because they like to see people being satisfied and happy after they've eaten their food. There are people that love to do makeups. By the time they do makeup, they say, wow, this space, I was I the one that beautified this space. There are some people that are very good in decorations, and they go to a place that is being given that it looks dirty, it does not look like it could be anything, and they beautify it. They afterwards, the when they look at the hall or the place that they decorated after the decoration, that tiredness, the long hours, the long, what they went through, will just disappear after seeing the beautification. Why are they doing that? It's because they have the passion. That is what they want. They chose to learn that. So you need to pick a skill that you are truly interested in, that skill. Set a clear goals. What do we mean by that? Define the specific, measurable, availability, achievements. Is it achievable? Relevant? and then time bound. We call it SMART: specific, measurable, achievable, and relevant, and time bound. That is the meaning of SMART. S is for specific, M is for measurable, A is for achievable, R is for relevant, and then T is time bound. These are the goals for your skill development. Knowing what you want to achieve will keep you focused. If you don't know what you want to achieve, you cannot. It has to be specific. What is it you want to do? Is it measurable? Is it something that you'll be able to do it? Is it achievable? Are you sure you'll be it will be you smile at the end of the date? Is it relevant of what you want to do? And then the time bound, how long will it take? Is it not something that will not take too long and you understand and you perfect yourself? You have to set your goals for that. Then number 3, research and gather resources. Finding the learning materials, books, online courses, tutorials, or something that can make you acquire knowledge and expertise in your chosen skills. You cannot just blindly say you want to do something. You have to research, you have to learn about it, you have to gather resources. What is it you want to do? This is what I want to do. Okay, let me get the books. Let me go online. Let me look for someone that can teach me. If getting someone to teach you is going to be time, it's going to waste your time or waste the person's time, or the person might, you think your idea is stupid, the person might laugh at you. Get books, get materials, go online, and then you'll be able, online you have your tutorials and you're able to achieve it. Then create a learning plan. What do you mean by creating a learning plan? Break down your skill development into smaller, manageable, um, milestone, or or tasks. Learning, break down your skills development into smaller, manageable milestone or tasks. Create a schedule or plan to allocate time for practicing and learning. You see, you are creating a learning plan. You want to learn. You cannot just say from morning to night you want to do it. It's not possible. You have to create a time. You have to look for pattern. You have to look for um, and you cannot just want to do everything at the same time. You have to start introduction, learning. What is it you want? These are the materials I need. What are my step 1, step 2, step 3 to the end? And then you have to manage your time. You have to manage your resources. You have to create time so that you will be practicing and learning. They say practice makes perfect, and you are thinking ahead because you want to learn more. Then practice regularly. This is a consistency in key, because dedicate time each day or week to practice and refine your skill. Deliberate practice helps improve your abilities over time. When you practice regularly, you perfect it. Because I remember I was telling someone that learned, one of the students that learned makeup. So I was asking her, I said, so you come to class every week, you go to the center and you learn how to do makeup. So afterwards, what do you do? She said nothing. I said, no, when you go back home, look for your siblings and everything. Let me do your makeup, even if it's your dog. You do this, you do that. As you are doing every day, you are involved. And then from there, you go online, check different easiest way to make makeup, and then light makeups, and if it is heavy makeups, there are different types of makeups. Get that time, learn, and you practice every day, and you perfect yourself. Number 6, see the feedback. Don't be afraid to seek feedback from experts or peers. Constructive criticism can help your identity to identify areas for improvement. So what are we talking about? Feedback. When you see people cook, or people, as I said, a student that was doing makeup, when she does, she will ask, how does it look? When you cook or you bake, how does it taste? Make sure you give it to people that will tell you the truth, and then don't be angry and be angry and feel bad that people are telling you you would have done this. If you had done this, it would have been better. You see, the criticism or the people telling you what to do It will gear you up, will make you want to improve in where you are lacking. Stay persistent. You see, learning a skill can be challenging and you may encounter setbacks. Set persistence and keep pushing yourself to improve. That is why we said first, it has to be the skill that you truly and genuinely like. Because when you have that skill, something you want, something you like, no matter what the setback is, that setback will be what will be pushing you forward to do better. That thing that is bringing you back will be what will be pushing you because you want to learn and you want to evolve and you want to stay up to date. Reflect and reflect and adjust. Reflect and adjust periodically, evolve your progress and adjust your learning plan, if not celebrate your achievement along the way. When you reflect and try to adjust periodically, you don't have to do things all the time. You don't have to say you have to stick to a particular thing. You have to adjust. You have to be ready to reflect and think of what you have done before. That is why we said skill development. You need to go to the skill that you really like, you genuinely like. It is your passion. You are not pushing because someone else is pushing you to be that. And the final one is patient. If you are not patient, you cannot be a skillful person. You have to be patient. And you remember we said pick the skill that you truly love, what is pushing you, the passion you have to do that skill. When you have mastered all because one, you are patient. When you are patient, you achieve everything you want to do in life. That is all. And then we'll see you next week. Thank you very much. Any questions should be sent and addressed to the lecturer. Thank you very much.